This is it, you guys. It is the series finale of my Louis Vuitton Murakami 2025 re-edition collection unboxings. This will be the third and final part of my Cherry unboxings. If you have not caught part 1 and 2, make sure you go check those out. You are not gonna believe this, but there is another handbag in these 4 items. I know, we are gonna talk about it, and 3 other amazing accessories that you are going to want to see. Let's go ahead and get right into it. I really quickly want to start by saying that your guys' comments on part 1 and part 2 of my videos have been giving me life. I greatly appreciate all of your comments, and I could not be more thankful that I have found this little niche corner of the internet of handbag lovers that appreciate these things as much as I do. This is exactly why I started this YouTube channel, and the amount of love and appreciation that I feel like you guys are truly the best, and I promise I'm trying to get through all the comments so that I can respond to everything. I seriously cannot express how fun it has been going on this Murakami journey together. I love watching all of the unboxings you guys post as well. Just thank you so much for being here. All right, we're going to start with this one. I think I know what it is, but I ripped all of the tracking numbers off, so I couldn't double check, but I hope that I'm going to be doing this in the order that I think I'm going to be doing this. Oh, okay, that's open. Uh-oh. You guys? Holy shit. This box is empty. Wait, I'm freaking out. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. I don't even know if I can film the rest of this video. Holy shit. Oh my God. I already ripped all the freaking tracking numbers off these boxes. Wait, what the hell? Okay, I don't even know what to do right now. So they took the item, but not the stickers. The ribbon was off the box. That sucks. I don't know if I should keep filming because... Okay guys, this really sucks because I feel sick to my stomach right now, and I don't even feel like I'm in the right state of mind to continue this unboxing, but I have to continue this unboxing because I don't even know what item that was, because I ripped all of the tracking numbers off of the box before I opened them because I don't like to show my address on film when I'm filming these. And God, I'm like out of breath. This has never happened to me before. I've never received an item like that. Like, it looked fine, but somehow they ripped the flap up without doing the like graded part, and I can see there's like a little, okay. Somehow they ripped this part up without doing the graded part, and when I started pulling this, that's when the flap came up and I realized that it was suspicious. Now I can see there's like a rip here, and I'll have to watch the footage back to see if that was there, but then when I opened it, there was no ribbon around the box. It was open. They left the stickers, thanks. And they left the dust bag, which is strange to me. And the receipt's not in here. So again, I can't even identify what item this is without opening the rest of my boxes. And it's like, I don't know. I like to think that Louis Vuitton, I don't know. I'm nervous because I can't take a picture of it with the label on it as proof. This is all I have left on it. I'm really hoping that Louis Vuitton handles this for me, considering the amount of money I've spent, but this just doesn't feel good, and it's okay. Like, obviously I'm thankful for all of the items I have, but again, I bought a lot of stuff from Louis Vuitton, and this has never happened to me before, and whatever item it is, I know that I won't be able to replace it. So that sucks too. That's also why I want to know which item it was, because that's going to potentially increase my depression. I think I know which item it was, but I'm going to continue this unboxing. I'm going to try to lift my spirits because again, I'm very thankful for all of the things that I have. I hope that I can get my money back for that item, and I don't want this to be a depressing unboxing because this should be a good unboxing. What a crazy finale. Again, like, whew. It sucks when that happens with a limited edition item because it's not replaceable. All right, this box is secure. Gosh, now I'm gonna film my unboxings a lot different. I really need to like catch my breath. So receipt here, I've got the packaging. All right, I think I know what this is, and I'm happy that I got this item. God, guys, this sucks. Okay, I'm not crying, I'm like, it just feels really weird. I don't know how to explain this. This is so stupid and such a first world problem, but yeah. Okay, I'm really excited about this item too, and I'm glad that this item was not taken. These were on my wish list, and they are the cherry earrings. Thank God this wasn't the item. I wanted these so bad. These are so freaking cute. I might put these on for the rest of the unboxing. Look at the faces. Okay, I gotta make sure my eyes are covered, otherwise it doesn't focus. I don't know if you can see the faces on there, and then the leaf, and then the literal LV. I watched Rachel, or Rich Curated is the name of her channel name, open these first, and she explained, which I got super excited about, that the cherries with the leaf are actually hanging off the studs. You can take it off and wear it with or without the cherries, or you could do one with and one without. So I think that is super cool. I'm gonna grab my 𝒢𝓊𝓎𝓈 collaboration earrings so you can see the difference. I only have one right now because my son broke one and I still have not fixed it. I have the super glue that I'm going to use to fix it, but I just am so lazy. I have not got around to it yet. But this is what the earring looks like. The collaboration one versus the LV one. So I love that this is a pair of cherries because these were single cherries. And if you guys aren't following me on social media, I have to show you the Mother's Day card that my son made for me. It is my favorite thing that I have ever received. He actually drew a portrait of me, and in that portrait, he drew these earrings, and it was the cutest thing in the entire world, the attention to detail. I'm gonna go grab it because I want to show you guys how cute this is. Okay, so this is the adorable laminated card that they made. So cute. Happy Mother's Day. I made some flowers with my fingers and thumb, so you'll have the memories for all the years to come. Lincoln 2025. I'm going to cover his class information, but it has his name over here. It says his mom's name is Rachel. She looks beautiful when she wears a dress. She laughs when I say funny jokes. My mom is really good at doing handbag videos. He thinks it's very cool that I make YouTube videos. He thinks it's my job, but it's not my job. The best thing she cooks is she doesn't cook. I don't really cook. That's kind of true. I cook a few things though, which I reminded him. I smoked some ribs. I can smoke a rack of ribs, which I did on Memorial Day. Reminded him that I cook sometimes. My favorite thing to do is play with her. If I could buy her a gift, I would buy her a Barbie. I love my mom more than anything in the wide city, whole wide city, he said. So this is the portrait he drew of me. And if you guys recognize, that is the green sweater with the yin-yangs that I was wearing in, I think it was like my first Murakami unboxing. And of course he says my yellow hair, my blonde hair, he calls it yellow. And look, guys, I'm wearing these cherry earrings. I thought that was the cutest little detail though. So now I can't wait to show him my new LV cherry earrings. I love these. Honestly, I was gonna be so bummed if I didn't get these because there was one other item that I was not able to get, which we will talk about. And these I wanted from the very beginning. When I saw that lookbook in January, I knew I had to have these because I was so obsessed with these ones. I'm gonna go put these on and then we can continue filming. All right, here we go, guys. Super cute. I don't know if one's supposed to be left ear and one's supposed to be right ear, but I love these. So freaking cute. Okay, so the style number for these is M02808, And I believe these retailed for $7.20. They came with this nice little jewelry pouch, and I'm happy that I got another cute little cherry box. I'm really happy that I was able to get that item. All right, so I think I know what was in that box now, because it was between these and one other item. I don't know why this particular item is in this big of a box. If anything, I would have sacrificed this one over the other one. But let's get this open. Okay, yeah, this is in a flat box, so I'm sure you can guess what it is. Oh, there is some crimpled up cherry tissue paper in here. We're gonna be flattening this out and keeping it. I can't believe they just crinkled it up like that. I can't believe whoever took that item stole the receipt too. That makes me uncomfortable. All right, so you guys know I had to get one of these. The question is which color. I'm sure some of you can probably guess. My hand's clean. All right. More nicely wrapped tissue paper. It is the beautiful white silk 90 scarf. And I talked about this in my wish list video. I was pretty torn between the white and the brown, but I just love how the red cherries pop off the white. And I thought this would be, even though I worry about white on skin, etc., I thought this would be the cutest little top in the summer with like a jean jacket over it. Or there is a way that you can sort of tie this into a white collared shirt or over a white collared shirt, which I know you guys want to see a scarf video, all the different ways you can wear scarves, etc. I am working on that. I'm making like a list of my ideas so that I can put that together for you. I'm also just like the laziest person on earth, so I know that's going to be hard to film. But I promise I will put something like that together for you because I do have a lot of ideas for these scarves. So the whole thing is covered in beautiful cherries. It's got the white and gray monogram background. This is of course 100% silk, made in Italy, just like the bandeaus. It's got the beautiful red trim, that beautiful spun edge like all of the scarves have. And then the single tag here, which I'm also going to do another video showing you guys how I cut off the tags safely and securely and how I store them because I don't throw them away. I'm a nerd like that. I save every little detail just in case. But there you have it. Again, you could wear this as a top. There are so many ways. You could tie this on a chain necklace and then wrap each side around that way. You can wear it as a triangle top like that. You can wear it around your head like this. I don't think I'm cool enough to wear it with a baseball cap over it, but a lot of people do that. This one would look cute with the blue LA Dodgers cherry blossom hat that I got too. The pink one would look great with that, but I haven't gotten that hat yet. So what else? Obviously you can wear it as just a normal scarf with a scarf ring. You do the triangle with the Louis Vuitton brand name down there and then wrap it around like this or like this and with a scarf ring, which is a little more mature, but there are ways to make it look good. I actually think cherries and leopard is like a maximalist dream, which is kind of why I wore this because I can't wait to try the bag on with it. All right, let me fold this up and put it away, and then we can quickly talk about the item that was stolen because now I know what it was. Okay, so the item that was stolen was the cosmetic pouch, and I'm actually really sad about it because I really wanted the classic canvas cosmetic pouch with the single big cherry. I was super curious to see how big the cherry print was on there. I literally was so ready to immediately put that thing to use. You guys know I got the Epi pink Cherry Blossom cosmetic pouch in the Cherry Blossom release, which I love, but I do feel like I'm going to be a little more delicate with that one because it is such a light color. So I was excited for this classic brown monogram canvas one to be my true workhorse cosmetic pouch, especially in a limited edition collection. So to say I'm disappointed is an understatement. And I don't know, like, I'm so curious how that happens. I know my UPS guy, he's amazing, you guys. Like, definitely was not him. It must happen at the UPS warehouse or something. I have no idea. But they're all sold out, so I highly doubt I'll be able to get my hands on another one. But I know a lot of you watching this probably wanted that piece and had trouble getting it too. So I'm gonna, again, just be thankful for what I have. The other thing I wanted to say is I have one more item to unbox here now. I'm very thankful that this item was not stolen. That means that there is another small accessory missing. That was probably one of my top 2 or 3 items on my wish list, which was the Big Balls Cherry Charm. You guys know how much I love big charms. They're always at the top of my wish list. I was so thankful that I was able to get the big cherry blossom charm for my cherry blossom Speedy. I wanted that charm so bad. I still really want that charm. I'm so sad that I was not able to get it. I did have it on pre-order and unfortunately it got canceled. I think it was late the night of the release. So I placed the pre-order the Tuesday before the release on Thursday. And I remember when I placed it, I texted my CA back and I was like, oh my God, I got the cherry charm. That was the one thing I was like, oh, thank God. And she said, we'll celebrate when it ships. And she was right, because I was watching it, everything moved from pending validation to in preparation and then to shipped, except for that one thing. And I was like, it's okay. Like, I never worry about things when they're in preparation because they always eventually work out. That, in my experience, I've been lucky with that. And I believe it was like really late, like 10 p.m. And I noticed a refund from Louis Vuitton on my card. And I was like, what the heck is this? And it was for $710. And I was like, oh gosh, I think that's the cherry charm. Because I think it was $690 or something. So yeah, I texted her and she said a lot of people that had pre-ordered the cherry charm got a cancellation, which is super disappointing. I do think that is the one item, well, now that I don't have the cosmetic pouch, I'm going to consider buying that resale too. The cherry charm is the one thing that I think willing to pay above retail for on the resale market. I'm going to watch how it progresses and stuff, but I really want that charm. And especially when I've seen it like hanging on the Speedy 20 and the Alma, oh, I really would like that charm. So there'll hopefully be a future unboxing when the resale market settles. I don't know how much I'm willing to pay for it yet, but I would love to get my hands on that charm. If you guys hear banging or construction noise, it's my husband doing some exterior work on the house, so I apologize for that, but I really wanted to film this to get this out for you. But yeah, that was my one big disappointment with this entire thing. I guess I've had really good luck the entire Murakami collection, so again, I feel very privileged, very honored, very thankful that I was able to get anything. And if the big charm is the one thing that I have to buy resale, then again, it could have been much worse. So also, it's so funny because someone commented on my TikTok calling the big cherry charm truck nuts, Louis Vuitton cherry truck nuts. Now it's like an inside joke with me and my husband. And I keep saying, my big balls truck nuts. I just want my big balls truck nuts. My cherry truck nuts. And when I told him, I was like, one of my items got canceled. I'm so sad. He's like, which item? It's like the truck nuts. I was like, yeah. So that's my inside joke for that. I'm sorry if I ruined that for anyone. I'm so jealous of everybody who was able to get their hands on that beautiful charm. I cannot wait to see that thing in person. I really want to get that. I might need a little breather though before I pull the trigger on it. Okay, I apologize guys because the UPS thief really sucked the energy out of this room and I hope we can get it back with this unboxing. I hope it's great. I hope it's amazing. I hope it's exciting and I hope we all love it. All right, let me just make sure this is secure before I open because I feel like I wasn't doing a great job of showing that stuff on camera. All right, this looks secure. Nerve-wracking now, huh? Remember that one time when my Speedy P9 package was like looking very concerning? Okay, yeah. This is taped down. This one feels heavier. The reason I thought that box was the scarf because of how light it was. So I should have pointed that out. I think these items shipped out on release day. So that's why I wasn't sure too if they were gonna have the packaging or not. Yay, I got another big cherry box for this bag and more stickers, which I'm super thankful for. There will definitely be some cherry stickers in my giveaway because I've gotten several sets now. Yay, beautiful cherry box. So I think that means I got 2 bigger like bag boxes and then 3 of the smaller cherry boxes. All right. Feels substantial. I've never seen one of these bags in person. So, oh my gosh, these freaking tabs, you guys. What do we have here? Place your guesses in the comments. You guys know what this is. Are my hands clean? I know, I should be wearing my gloves. All right, you guys. It is the beautiful cherry side trunk. I always want to call this the soft trunk. This is my very first side trunk that I have in my collection and that I have ever seen in person. You guys, this is one of the most beautiful bags. This is incredible. The trunk, like the corners that make this look like a trunk, that's so Louis Vuitton. The amount of time I've waited to karate chop this bag, wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love all the gold hardware. I don't own a petite malle. I do own a soft trunk from Virgil that actually I have boxed up right now because I'm thinking about selling it. It used to sit up here. I do not own a side trunk, and this is probably one of my favorite pieces from Nicolas Ghesquier, and I know I'm saying that wrong, that he has put out during his tenure here at Louis Vuitton. I love the soft nature of it because you guys know I love a slouchy bag, and I love that it has the hardware trunk detailing, giving it that callback to the heritage of Louis Vuitton's trunk making. And I have learned that I don't want to buy the classic basic versions of the bags no matter how much I love them. I want to wait for a special edition of the bag before I take that plunge. And I feel like I'll make a separate video talking about that. The style number on this bag is M14278. This bad boy retailed for $5,000. That is a lot of freaking money for a canvas handbag. The most expensive canvas handbag in my collection is my beautiful boy right here, the Pooch bag. I want to say he was $5,400, worth every penny because look at this freaking construction. Are you kidding me? But this is now a close runner-up. It was $5,000 with tax. It was $5,300. And yeah, that is an abnormal amount of money to pay. But when I saw, again, all the lookbooks up front, I highly considered the soft trunk in the white multicolor monogram, but I didn't like the white trim. And although vachetta scares me a little, I like the contrast of the vachetta on this bag. It gives it that heritage trunk look. Something I really like about it though is the little LVs that are stamped down the side of this, which again is very true to the hard-sided trunks. So take a look at the LV detailing there all around. You've got these leather tabs with the hardware, and then you've got the gold hardware on the corners, which people are going to worry about, but it is what it is. I think this bag with use will just end up being a beautiful heritage heirloom piece. Then you have the S-lock here, which if you don't know how to work it, you squeeze the 2 in like that and it pops up. Do I think I'll keep this locked? I don't know. I guess it depends how full it is. A little tiny S-lock with the Louis Vuitton branding. You've got the Louis Vuitton branding on these nice long like U-shape D-rings. All the Louis Vuitton branding on every single rivet. The LVs down the side. The beautiful hardware on the corners. Just every single detail is special. What I really wanted to see about this bag is how big the opening is. And then I also want to talk about this versus the Speedy and how I stand by my original statement that you don't need both of these bags. Let's dig inside. It comes with 2 straps. It better for $5,000. One of them, which is adjustable. Okay, this looks longer than the 𝒢𝓊. We are going to compare the two, but that makes me happy because then that means that I can wear this strap with my 𝒢𝓊 if I want to get a longer crossbody. So we're going to try that on. The interior of this bag is red microfiber, and it better be because it was $5,000. Okay, this is interesting. Guys, this is a beautiful bag. So this is how it's constructed. It has like a tab here that goes inside like that this sits on, but this gives you more interior access to the bag because you can pull this open. It does seem like though you're gonna wanna watch that, and I watched a lot of side trunk reviews. I know Minnie loves this bag, which before I like officially placed this order, I was watching her review and she gave me confidence. If she loves this bag, I was very hopeful. I am thinking though, the more you like crunch this, I'm worried about like cracking over here, so you are gonna want to be careful. I mentioned in my wish list video that the one thing I was worried about, because this is slouchy, supposed to be slouchy, is whether we would have concerns with the cherries cracking over time. Again, I've been dying to karate chop this bag. Where it mainly crinkles here, there are no cherries on mine. I'm assuming the placement is the same for everyone. So I'm not that concerned about it. And again, from what I've seen, when there is a truly defective bag, Louis Vuitton usually does right by the customer. So I am not going into this with any concern as far as the wear of the cherries. Now, there's actually a decent amount of space in this bag, and I'm gonna get a few items, but I want to try the straps on. So I'm doing like a streetwear Peggy Bundy look here, I feel like, with my leopard. That's it. I'm just wearing leopard. And I don't know, some big earrings. But I thought that this would look really cute with this outfit as like a maximalist outfit. So let's look at these straps. This is a nice thick strap. It's got really big hardware. It says Louis Vuitton Paris in the middle there. And then this is a much thinner strap, which I actually think this would look better with a thicker crossbody strap, almost like my P9 one here. But we will try this on. The holes look a lot longer on this one, so I'm hopeful on the length here. And the plaque on this bag is on the side here. Same as all the other ones, 20th anniversary celebration, Louis Vuitton Murakami. And this bag is made in France. I don't know. I don't want to like rip open the tabs here too much because I don't like how the canvas rubs the metal hardware there. Anyone who owns the side trunk, tell me if that's ever been a concern you've had. I'm going to push it inside to try to show you where that plaque is, which I don't think I can get a good view on that, but it's in there. I'm gonna put my phone in here. There's a lot of room in this bag, guys. I was worried, like I didn't know exactly how big this was going to be. I'm gonna put this in here. So this is my suggestion. Okay, there is a cherry right here. I am gonna be very careful about pushing this up. My suggestion is always push in. Like when you're going in this bag, I would fold in, not out, because I don't want to rub anything against the hardware as I'm doing this. That seems like the better bet. All right, let's close this up. I'm curious how hard it is to, oh, it's actually easy. Okay. Let's put the shoulder strap on. If I can, I will shoot like a zoomed out video like I did last time too. So that is what it looks like. I'm curious how you actually get the consistent slouch in this bag. Is there any rubbing or anything? No. Like I said, as long as it's going in, it's better because the canvas isn't being pushed up against the hardware. So you can wear this on your shoulder, but I do feel like this is a good shoulder, like crook of the arm type bag too. This is basically the female version of the men's side trunk. What do you guys think? Do you like it straight like this or more with the slouch in the middle? And then I'm curious too, if you open it, so I keep wanting to push in, and you just leave this open like that. Yeah. Okay, and then let me try the crossbody strap. All right, so let's see, what hole is this on? This is on the 4th hole. Oh yeah, this strap is much longer than the Alma. Okay, that's great because I have like a ton of multifunctional straps that I can use now. That is super cute. I really like this as a shoulder bag or a crook of the arm bag, but I like having the option of wearing it as a crossbody, and I like that I do get this strap considering the whole strap ordeal with the rest of the collection. So the one cherry that I am particularly nervous about is this one right here. That is the only one that is super close to the hardware. And this one, but for some reason, this one is making me nervous. I will say, like, when I bend it back, so I'm trying to show you. Like, look how, when you bend this corner, if you own this bag, I want to know if you worry about the canvas in this corner. If you guys are like very worried about canvas cracking, etc., you probably want to stay away from this bag because I do think it is something to think about. But let me know if you own this bag. So you can kind of see how if I pull this up, it's crinkling that cherry there. And I'm very curious how that will wear over time. At this point, when I've done it now a couple times, as soon as it goes back, it settles back down and the crinkles eventually like lay flat again. But I am very curious to see how that wears over time. This material does feel very malleable, and it almost feels different than the Speedy, so I'm gonna get the Speedy out, and then we're gonna talk about why I decided to get this and the Speedy. I don't know, something about this I swear feels thicker. All right, let's look at these two next to each other. Here's the Speedy, here is the side trunk. Do you need both of these bags? Absolutely not. Do these bags essentially serve the same purpose? Yes, in my opinion. So I stand by what I said in my original breakdown of the collection video and wishlist video. I think these bags serve the same purpose. This is like a newer, updated version of this bag, which is why this one was always first on my wish list in replacement of this one, especially because I wanted the vintage Cherry Speedy. The reason why I kind of changed my mind is because I've sort of come to the realization that I do love the Speedy and I might want to collect more of the Speedies. I love the idea of the fact that I had a 30 from the multicolor collection, a 25 from the Cherry Blossom collection, and then now the 20 from the Cherry collection. So one of each size, a trifecta of Speedies from the Murakami Reedition collaborations. I just wanted that as part of my collection. Absolutely unnecessary, completely realize and understand that. This one was more of, I really wanted a special edition side trunk, and I loved the way this looked. I just liked the vachetta with the cherries. So even though I feel like these can hold similar items and serve the same purpose, I really wanted to add both. My thought process was that I think I will wear this one more as a shoulder bag. I like the idea of this as a shoulder bag and a crook of the arm bag, whereas I really think I will wear this one as a crossbody bag. This would work too though. If I wanted to do soft Speedy on the 20, that's kind of adorable too. I'm loving my strap options. No, not really on here, but here. That's cute. I can also use my crossbody strap. I have all these extra straps now on both my Speedy, my Nano Alma, and my side trunk. I'm really impressed with the size of this bag. I really thought that it was gonna be small and I was very concerned. I like the way they've constructed this opening because you can get more access in there like that. I'm super curious if you guys bought the side trunk. Is the cherry placement exactly the same on every bag, or is it different? Let me know. I also think that this bag could be a really cute clutch in replace of not having a petite malle. I love the idea of a petite malle as a collector. I will eventually want a collector's piece of that. However, it will fit nothing. It's a lot of money to spend on a pointless bag. Not that I haven't done that before, but eventually I will get one. But this could be a really cute slouchy clutch type bag. I really like the idea of that. The other reason why I was feeling shame in buying both of these bags is my analytical collector mindset is like the proper thing to do for this collection would have been to buy a white cherry piece, because you want one of each print. And the white cherry was actually one of the new colorways in this collection. So you had the white and the denim, and obviously we've seen cherry brown monogram in the vintage collection. So while I do feel like that is a big piece missing from what I've bought, I just don't buy white bags. I can't bring myself to buy white bags, and maybe in the future I will. I will say, the more I saw the in real life photos of the white monogram in this collection, the more I was tempted. I think that the cherries pop very nicely off of the white monogram, and if they had done either of these two bags in the white monogram, I definitely probably would have considered it. I love the Soft Speedy 30 with the denim interior, don't get me wrong, but I already bought a Soft Speedy 30 in the multicolor collection. So again, it was like I was trying to be strategic, even though this feels not strategic because I got two brown monogram bags, but I just really loved and felt like I needed both. I mean, I don't need anything. I just felt like these were two critical pieces that I wanted to have in my collection long term. And when I think about it now, of like, I have my archive in my vintage list of the vintage bags that I want to collect, right, from the Murakami collection. There's still several more bags on my list that I want to buy. I think about this as 10, 20 years from now, is there anything that I would add to this collection of what I can afford to get? What do I want to own up front that I don't want to have to worry about tracking down later? And then would I even add anything? And I do feel very satisfied that I got all of my critical pieces. I'm going to do a full like recap video of everything I bought in all three collections. And if I have any regrets or things looking back now that I wish I would have got, or maybe didn't need to get. So stay tuned for that video. But I feel like I did the disclaimer in part 2 knowing that I was going to be unboxing this in part 3, and that you guys were probably going to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. We thought you got the Alma and the Speedy in replace of the side trunk. Not got the side trunk too. It's too beautiful. I just, as somebody who doesn't like Vachetta, I like it in this version, and I love the little LVs down the trim. It's so funny because I thought that I wouldn't wear this crossbody, but I actually really love this as a crossbody bag. Super cute. We will do a zoomed out outfit video. Wow, I can't believe how much more length you got in this. I guess we're paying for it. I have so many ideas of how I want to wear this bag. This is a great bag. Oh, dude, I almost just ripped this out of my ear. Ouch. I thought about like doing a video ranking all the bags, and every time I try to think about it, I'm like, no, like I don't want to hurt another bag's feelings. As much as I did not want to add 4 bags from this collection, I think it's like absolutely ridiculous. It was also absolutely necessary as a collector, okay? So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments, how you feel between these two bags. Obviously, this one is a lot more, none of them are affordable. And when you compare the price, this is like half the price of this one. But I'm curious. God, I can't believe how much I like this as a little clutch. Oh my God. I also love that you can wear this 3 ways. I just love all the details. Okay, guys, I feel like I couldn't really give this my all because I'm one of those people that when things don't go according to plan, it really ruffles my feathers. So I apologize for the energy shift in this video. We will have to come back and talk about any details that I missed for sure. Let me know what questions you have in the comments. I feel like there was so many things I wanted to talk about that I'm just forgetting right now. Right after I finish filming this video, I'm going to send my client advisor a text message. It is Sunday, so I know she's not going to see it till tomorrow. That's the other thing that's like, ugh. I feel bad that I didn't open these as soon as I got them. I mean, luckily I did film the unboxing, but it's still just, I feel so uneasy about it. My husband, I ran downstairs to tell him and he was reassuring me that everything would be okay, but it's just not a good feeling. I will definitely be doing a follow-up video though on how Louis Vuitton handles this situation, because this is the first time that I have had to deal with this, and I'm really hoping that it gets handled properly. This was a pretty crazy series finale for Louis Vuitton Murakami. I was not expecting that. We're definitely not done talking about Murakami though. I have a ton of video ideas. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna do whether I have any regrets. I'm gonna do a full re-edition collection review, pros and cons, because there were a lot of things that Louis Vuitton got wrong in this entire process. I promise you, I've got a 4 or 5 month wear and tear video coming up for my soft Speedy 30. I have been wearing that thing to death to break it in, and I want to show you where it's at today. And I also am planning some deep dive history videos on some of the original collections with like lots of cool details that I've dug up. So many more things that I can't wait to share with you guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I love reading all of your guys' comments. I read every single one of them. I'm usually flipping through them and I try to respond as quickly as I can, and then I try to go back even if it's a couple days later. I promise I'm always trying to work through them. Bear with me, but I promise you that I do read them all, and I appreciate and take into account every single word. If you have not already, you can also give me a follow on Instagram or TikTok. I do post short form videos there as well. If you enjoyed this video and if you enjoyed my entire Louis Vuitton Murakami series, subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I realize some of you might just be here for the unboxings. This might be the last time we're seeing each other, but I hope not. I hope you guys subscribe and consider watching some of my upcoming videos as well. Thanks again so much for watching and engaging with my content. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.